sides for tonight's contest. We're going to start with the Nelson Giants. So we pull them up. Elijah Inwood, Josh Nickel, Rico Vericchio, Zach Rampton and James Matthews are the starters. Crystal, who are the biggest attacking threats for the Giants here?
Yeah, you can't go past Elijah Inwood, averaging just under 10 points a game, and James Matthews, that floor general who averages just over 8 but also dishes out the most assists. So those two will have a lot of attention from these Sharks players.
Let's move attention over to the hosts, the Southland Sharks, and their starting five: Jack Ramage, Quake Webster, Dane Burtonshaw, Riley Snow, Tautoko Wynyard as well. And still a lot of attacking threats here for the Sharks. We're looking at Quake Webster potentially as the floor general, the person who they're going to rely on mostly for the scoring.
Absolutely. He averages the most points at just under 8 per game and the most assists over 2.5. But he has that swag, that confidence, that cool head for this squad. And especially without Will Ledger as well, they'll really need him to step up.
Yeah, Riley Snow, a player we're used to seeing be quite dominant around the board. Dane Burtonshaw's a great two-way player as well. Let's take a look at the stats. They're fairly evenly matched across the scoring and defence. A few differences there, obviously, in the last 5 games for these two sides. But let's take a look at that player spotlight. Quake Webster, Rico Vericchio. What's either player got to do to get the edge here?
Yeah, those guys are going to be how their team goes. Rico Vericchio, more of a scorer. Quake Webster, that pass-first type of guard. They'll be looking to shut each other down. But, yeah, it's going to be if the Sharks can score enough points, because the last time these two teams matched up, they only put up 19.
Just a few moments away from tip-off in the Shark tank. Match officials for this evening's contest: Callum Welch, Regan Ashley and Blake Rosanowski. We are about to get underway. It is Tautoko Wynyard. They're competing with Rampton for the tip-off. The Giants playing in blue, Southland in red and yellow. And here we go, round 14. Another contest underway, and it is the Sharks with the opening possession through Webster. Gives it to Wynyard. Loads it now, Burtonshaw. His jumper won't go. Spills out over the baseline.
Great execution from the Sharks to start this game, getting it to their scorer, Burtonshaw, off that stagger screen. Good look, close to the hoop.
We'll be back in possession of the Sharks, and it is Ramage who receives it. Wynyard feeds Webster, looking for a lane, trying to lay it in off the right mid, can't do so. Ball's gone outside to Ramage, who blocked it initially and then tried to find his way into the paint, lay it up, managed to get quite a good look, but couldn't fall.
Oh, great defensive effort by Inwood as well to get out on that shooter and then get in for the rebound. Matthews' pass, Vericchio's pass is just off there.
Yeah, first attacking opportunity for the Giants also comes to naught. Burtonshaw bringing it back for the Sharks.
Just look at that full court pressure.
Oh, almost the intercept there as well for the Giants. Ramage looking for Wynyard. Physical presence in the paint, and he concedes the turnover. So Nelson will bring it back. Inwood can't get the layup to fall. Wynyard with the rebound. Yet to see the opening bucket in this contest. Minute 15 in.
Tautoko Wynyard doing a great job on the glass, being that physical presence inside for the Sharks. Burtonshaw looking to probe.
Webster. Oh, probably like that layup again. But deflected out by the Giants, so the Sharks will get the ball back. If you need a rapid lead, quick fire action, it's 4-minute quarters, all Kiwis. Wynyard lays in the opening bucket off the glass.
That's a great play by the Sharks. Wynyard was fronted on the initial inbounds, throw it over the top, get a better angle for the entry.
And a shot from the perimeter from Matthews won't go. Wynyard with the rebound.
And that full court pressure Matthews applying. Is that back court? Like I said, the last time these two teams matched up, Giants were able to turn the Sharks over 10 times. That's a lot for a rapid league game.
Wynyard feeds. Webster floated up from along the baseline, and that's a nice look from Quake Webster.
Good choice to go with that floater. The paint was packed.
Baricchio taking it all to the glass and then throwing an intercept ball, and a chance on the fast break here for the Sharks. Brilliantly laid in there.
Great take, through contact, through the body, went up strong.
Matthews looks outside, and the 3-ball is off the mark.
See the Sharks just sitting in a 2-3 zone.
Contact is called on Webster, who will head to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Nelson yet to score. Sharks out to a 6-0 lead. 1:24 to go in the first.
I think the Giants are spooked by these shark noises in the background too.
Yes, that must be the reason. Webster slots the first. That is 7-0. And the second. So 8-0. Nelson bringing it back. Yet to score in this contest. Looking outside. Riccio along the baseline. Bringing it back around. Looks outside to Nickel. Nickel from beyond the arc, and the opening bucket there for the Nelson Giants. 8-3.
The Sharks just sticking with that zone, that 2-3-2. Took a Wynyard with the length inside, deterring the Giants from driving it in there, instead settling for that 3.
Cairo Lee on the court in the number 14 jumper into the paint. Tautoko Wynyard finishing the job.
Tautoko Wynyard with his 3rd board of the game and making his presence felt down low.
Matthews. Bounce pass there, and Nichols crowded there by Wynyard.
With the blocking foul there. See what the Sharks can cook up.
Is Burton short. Looking for an option, finds Wynyard. Webster, bit of space. We've seen him score from there just before, and almost tipped in there by Snow. Not quite. The ball back, Webster. Got to shoot. Good defensive pressure there from the Giants. Baricchio it was, and they don't get a shot off, do the Sharks? Might be a little disappointed with that.
Yeah, they will. I think Quake Webster was asking for the foul, felt like he was grabbed as that shot went up, but the Sharks looking very dominant to start this one.
Yeah, 10-3, strong start there by Southland, and Quake Webster has made a decent start as well. Wynyard's been impressive, he's been physical.
He has, impressive. They've been killing it on the boards, the Sharks leading the way with 8 rebounds to the Giants 1. Man, check out that pizza. Are you getting hungry?
Oh, always. $35, large cupped pepperoni pizza. Use that online code, SalsCup26. What makes it cupped?
I think they're actually like...
I can see what makes it large.
The pepperonis are cupped. Someone will have to order that and let us know.
We'll just have to get one and then figure it out.
Right.
100%. There might be dinner tonight, I think.
Sal's on the way home.
Those pictures pop up, and it does genuinely make me hungry.
Oh, you've got to have the pictures in the ads, 100%. It's got to,
It's got to stir something.
You got to see the taste.
Yeah, but it's putting off the commentators.
Back to it. Giants ball. They need to find some scoring help.
Yeah, looking for an option outside. Baricchio. Baricchio. Couple of threes. for the Giants to get themselves underway. They're only down by 4.
Cairo Lee breaking that press with ease. Called into the lineup late with Keelan Boone, just announced injured or out of the game today. Really was ready and revving to go.
Ankle injury. Lost Keelan Boone out of the South NBL contest. Webster looks over the top to Snow. Snow fighting under the board and draws the foul.
Snow has that size advantage down low. He's strong with it. He can play through contact. And that time just went up and plucked that out of the air to get himself to this Chemist Warehouse free throw line.
First one drops there for Snow.
Snow shooting at 41% from the free throw line in the Rapid League. That make will help.
12-6. Giants looking for a bit of consistency on offense, floating it up nicely there and finding the bottom of the bucket.
What I really liked about that play is the paint touch early, kick out and redrive. Webster cannot reply, but they follow it up with the rebound.
6 points the difference again. Mauricio and Nickel the only scorers for Nelson thus far, and now that's not going to help. Rampton using it over the baseline. It was a speculative pass from Mauricio.
But once again, really probing that middle of the zone, making them come out, making them rotate, and started with that screen on the inside of the defender.
Another full court press here from the Giants, which did pay dividends, actually, and looks like it's doing so again there. Backcourt violation, they get the ball back.
Okay, now, wherever you touch the ball, when it is a backcourt violation is where you'll throw it in from. So if you let that roll all the way to the baseline, they'd have it further down. It's a rule I was just refreshed on the other day.
Mauricio, a bit energetic along that baseline. They look outside and banking it.
The Giants starting to come alive in the second quarter. Only down 3.
Burtonshaw. Whoa, nice block there from Rampton, but the job is finished again by Wynyard. The difference is 5.
Wynyard once again, great positioning inside, early seal.
From deep, the three-point line has proved fruitful for the Giants thus far in this contest. Here's Mauricio, looks outside to Nickel. Nickel will put it up. Won't fall. Good rebound there from Ramage.
Ramage doing the damage on the glass. Burtonshaw early pull.
Deep 3. Oh, sinks it too. Dane Burtonshaw.
Dane Burtonshaw's first points of the night. Checking in. He's got 2 rebounds to match.
Nickel. Matthews. We'll have a go from 3. James Matthews. Well, they're getting hot from deep.
They are. The Sharks might need to get out of the zone. The Giants starting to light it up.
Suddenly that lead feels a little less comfortable. Webster loses it over the baseline.
Good hands by Inwood on that drive, able to tip it and get it off Webster's leg. You don't want to get in the habit of helping off that strong side, but the stunt at the ball, dig in on that drive can certainly help, as we just saw then.
Nickel going to find a lane, takes it up to the board. Can't get the layup to fall. Webster with the rebound. 5 the difference. Snow. Oh, contact called from Nickel.
That'll be the 3rd team foul. Free throws for Snow.
Snow banks the first, and don't forget every made free throw contributing to the Hoops in Schools program, thanks to Chemist Warehouse. If you want to find out more, use that QR code on your screen and look into getting some basketball hoops at your school.
Right when I was going to say, the Sharks have been perfect from the line tonight. Missed the last, 4 from 5, the Sharks.
Inward, into the paint. Oh, nice. Oh, almost the dunk was Rampton.
Great little extra pass, 2-on-1 versus Tautoko Wynyard there.
Rampton yet to score tonight.
Rampton leads this team in rebounding.
2 missed free throws. They're the sorts of ones you might look back on at the end of the game if it is a tight finish. Burton short. Oh, the steal! The steal for the Giants! Up the other end, Matthews lays it in off the glass.
Great hands by Matthews, and the Sharks just starting to get congested on this offensive side.
8 on the shot clock. Webster finds a lane and replies at the other end.
Right when I say congested, it all opens up for Webster. Smart use of the BNZ player timeout. See who they get it to here. Nickel has been very aggressive to find his shot. Rampton also obviously has that height inside if they can get him for a mismatch.
BNZ's ticket to the big game. BNZ invested in New Zealand basketball, giving away 5,000 tickets to school groups, sports groups, community groups to come along and see a NZNBL game. So scan the QR code on the screen, fill out your group's details and grab your tickets to the big game with thanks to BNZ. As the Sharks pinch it right back, almost. Got to get a shot off. 1.4 on the clock.
Great hustle and great awareness to know that they had that BNZ player timeout in their pocket. Dane Burdenshaw looks like he's taking control of that huddle.
Don't often see this in the second quarter of a rapid league contest. Used to seeing it at the end, and we see it obviously in NZNBL games when games are a lot longer. But oh, what a finish! Webster puts a dagger into the Nelson Giants at the end of the second.
What a way to finish, and what a great executed play. Comes off that flare, hand on it, does not matter for Webster. Give me 3, he says as he strolls off the court.
That'll be such a massive confidence boost too. He's got 9 points so far for the game. Great Webster, and Tautoko Wynyard, we've seen him finish off a couple of buckets that were missed around the glass, but Webster really has been the aggressor.
Yeah, he has. We said he was going to be the one that really gets it going. Burdenshaw's done a good job of coming off screens, looking for his own as well, and Wynyard inside. There you see those point leaders. Webster leading the way with that last 3-ball going down. 9 points for him. Wynyard has 6. Matthews and Nichols being the aggressors on the Giants side, and Varicho doing a good job of dishing the ball around as well. But the Sharks, they've come out really hot this game.
The Giants looking for that 3-ball option probably a lot more. That almost seems to be their primary option so far in this contest. They're 4 from 8 from 3, so shooting at 50%, so it's working for them.
Yeah, it is, but like you're right, also kind of settling, and I don't know if it's Tautoko Wynyard's presence in the paint that's deterring them from getting in there and getting some 2-point field goals in as well. But there we see the blocks, Inwood and Rampton, 1 apiece. Wynyard has a block and a couple steals for each team to round off our stats. But just going back to those rebounds, 15 boards for the Sharks, only 3 for the Giants. That, those extra possessions, they really do add up.
Well, it tells a tale of who's winning the battle in the paint, and obviously you mentioned Tautoko Wynyard. The Giants putting a lot more emphasis on a full court press as well, though, that we're seeing, and it has worked out for a couple of steals for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, You know, with the likes of Alex McNaught in their camp, he prides himself on that defensive end. James Matthews, another one who likes getting some easy steals up the floor and just picking the pockets of point guards. It's one of the worst feelings, can be a real confidence loser. Really shake your confidence. That's the right way to say that?
Yeah, I know what you mean. The Southland Sharks ball to start the third. 25-16 the scoreline. So work to do in the second half for Nelson, but it'll be the Sharks with first possession. Burtonshaw will turn, shoot. Tipped, almost tipped in by Snow. Nelson will come up with the ball. Nickel finds Matthews. Inward. It's crowded in there. Tautoko Wynyard, that defensive presence as we talked about. But it's been given away. Giants will have another go.
And the Sharks just doing a great job of packing that paint. Look at that, 4 bodies around the ball, digging in on it, showing their numbers to Matthews on that shot.
And Matthews immediately aggressive as well on the defensive end. Probably want their jumper again, way to the right. Called for the foul.
Jack Ramage giving out the orders to his troops. Getting this play going. Burtonshaw coming off that Iverson or stagger screen.
That Burtonshaw, wow, he's almost found a lane there. The denial from Rampton. Manages to draw the foul. He'll head to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Yeah, check this drive out again. Good up top, but somebody got him on the body. Burtonshaw take a trip to the Chemist Warehouse.
I think it might have been Rampton just on that first go. Just leaned in, made contact with the arm, and then on the second go, blocked him up top. But Burtonshaw at the line. A missed to start. Just 3 points for him so far.
Burtonshaw cashes that one in as well, averaging over 7 points a game, the second leading scorer for the Sharks unit.
Matthews feeds Varicio, back to Matthews. This little pass there to Rampton, who lays it in off the glass.
Great way to assist your big man, and good patience inside with the up fake to give himself room for that second attempt.
Lee loads to Burtonshaw. Wynyard. Wynyard will take it all the way and denied. No.
Oh, Wynyard was about to put someone just then.
Definitely looked like it. Rampton, some good hustle there. Wynyard will go to the stripe. Let's take another look at this. Oh, he did well. I'm liking the hustle from Zach Rampton on these last couple of plays.
Right, did well to cover some ground, get over and contest. Unfortunately, just giving up that foul though. Wynyard making him pay. Tautoko Wynyard, 67% free throw shooter. Hits the line just under 2 times a game.
Here's Varicio for the Giants. Matthews. James Matthews. Short on that one.
Good option to go through the flash to get Matthews open. Was out denied at the top. Played through the big and said Burtonshaw snatch back.
Just short. Both sides just with the one bucket so far in this third quarter. Stolen there by Burtonshaw. Burtonshaw on the fast break. He's got an option all the way to the rim. Ramage.
Great transition offense by the Sharks. Getting out, running hard, and putting the ball on a platter. Have another look at it. Burtonshaw, great pass. Great take by Ramage.
They're hyped up about it as well. Jack Ramage shoots from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. No. Coming out with the rebound, though. Webster will have a go from deep. Another offensive board. This time it'll fall for Inwood. Elijah Inwood looks to the corner. In and out.
Unlucky for the Giants. Great look for Matthews, who we know can knock that down. Webster off the top pick and roll.
There he goes, Webster. He's fast. Offloads to Burtonshaw. Burtonshaw lays it in. That's a nice combination. Suddenly the lead is 14.
Burtonshaw is so good at doing that, slipping along that baseline, cutting behind the defense's eyes.
Free ball from deep won't go. Sharks will bring it back. Just over a minute to go in the third. And looking well in control.
Oh, the charge. The Giants did a good job of bringing three today. You could see the doubles coming. It's called for the elbow.
Here comes Rico Vericchio, looks outside. Nickel. Too far, they're just not falling for the Giants at the moment. Come up with the offensive ball, there's Matthews. Looks inside and then outside. Matthews from the corner. Oh, just in and out, rimmed around.
Unlucky, second attempt from that exact same spot, same result.
5-second difference between shot and game clock. Corner three this time for the Sharks, and Burtonshaw's just a little long on that. Webster does well to pick up the offensive rebound, takes it under the hoop and can't get the shot up.
Just short on that one, but good seal by Burdenshaw to open that space up.
Inward fed, Nickel, and another three ball goes awry. And it just feels like the Giants, it was working for them early. A lot of three-point attempts. I don't think any of them fell. I think just one bucket in that third quarter there. Just the 2 points. Nelson were able to add to their tally. Just losing a bit of rhythm.
Yeah, and I think we can just tell, you know, how they're playing with that physicality. The Giants have shot twice as many threes as the Sharks, and the Sharks have gone to the line a lot more than the Giants have. The Giants are only getting there 2 times, whereas the Sharks have had 11 trips to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line. Not to mention that rebounding battle we've been speaking about. They're dominating that as well. So I think just that physicality, being able to play into the contact, obviously really using Tautoko Wynyard as their big post inside.
It's fair to say the Sharks just been more consistent through this contest. Outscored Nelson 10-3 in the first. It was 15-13 in the second, and then 7-2 in the third. So I suppose Nelson only 3 points in the first quarter, 13 in the second, and then only 2 in the third. Struggling for a little bit of consistency, and this is, you know, very promising for Southland, who have broadly struggled in the Rapid League this season, sitting 10th. Having lost 4 of the last 5. They are coming off a 38-32 win against the Rams. They've got 5 wins in total this season, 12 losses. This will be a big confidence booster heading into this final quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, in their defense, it's been kind of a roller coaster season in terms of who they've been suiting up in this Rapid League squad, with a lot of their players coming in and out, some joining their team late. So some adjustments of new roles that they've had to walk into as well.
Matthews. Mid-range 2 doesn't go. Bringing it back all the way to the rim, drawing the contact there was Ramage, but boy, he was running with pace.
Ramage is fearless right now, going up strong no matter who's in front of him, challenging that rim.
Jack Ramage heading to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for a couple of free throws. First one is good.
But once again, just the difference in offense, you know, going hard, making the refs blow their whistle versus just settling for a three or a jumper outside the paint.
Mauricio into the corner. Nickel inward. Three ball goes up. It's no good. Foul called though, I think on Webster.
Webster with the push in the back. Inwood had to kind of sell that one for the refs to pick up on. It would have been a hard angle for them to see otherwise.
Nelson with an uphill battle here, down 15 in the fourth. We're looking for options. One Matthews on the outside. Matthews, that's a nice run along the baseline.
That's a great take by Matthews. Good awareness and great reach to get that back on the backboard.
Need a couple of stops to get into this back into this contest. The Giants, and that'll work.
That will absolutely help the Giants. It's a stop they would have wanted.
A little bit fortunate. Southland just foot over the baseline there.
Get your dogs back.
That's size 14. Mauricio off the glass. The offensive board there. And laying it in for the Giants. Rampton.
Rampton doing a great job on that follow. It's what they've been missing this game.
Birdshaw on the baseline. Topical Wynyard almost had the rebound, couldn't keep control of it. Tell you what, there you go, there's a couple of stops. The lead was 15, it's now 11. Giants in possession. Quarter three. Inward, whoa, I thought that was going to drop in for a second.
Absolutely doable for the Giants, but they've got to start putting that ball through the hoop. Webster did a good job of keeping that in bounds, I thought, until then.
Not quite. .2:10 to go. This is doable for the Giants. Oh, that's a nice look there for a Rampton who couldn't finish the job.
Fortunate that was a great play, great dime out of the pick and roll. Webster doubled, gets out just in time.
Birdshaw. This layup won't go. Pass back and that'll be a backcourt violation. Well, I'll just let it go over the baseline.
Yeah, I'm not sure on his logic there if he wanted to give them a baseline out of bounds. Maybe he has this play scouted.
Go the Giants. Oh, that's nice there.
Great take. Same foot, same hand from Mauricio. Going to his left.
Lead is 9. Southland conceded again.
Now Webster giving that one up.
Bit of a run here for the Giants, who are up 6-1 in this quarter. And it's very messy.
Oh, they caught a foul maybe for jumping on him. I hope it wasn't, they weren't thinking it was a push.
Cairo Lee was hitting the deck there.
We'll see what the Southland Sharks do here. Time is obviously on their side. They'll be thinking, get through a set, get it into safe hands. Get it to one of our better free throw shooters, just in case the Giants make this a fouling game. Both teams still have their BNZ player timeout for this half.
Birdshaw receives the pass, offloads back to Webster. Wynyard. Birdshaw hits into the paint. Won't go. Giants with another rebound. That's huge. A minute to go. Matthews, open look for Nickel. Too far again.
Great extra pass by Matthews. Seen Nickel get hot before. Find your shooter, Wynyard, getting it back to Webster.
Here goes Webster. Oh, lovely offload there, and Snow finishes the job off the glass.
The Sharks so good at operating along that baseline. They have so many of those swing players that can play the guard or the post spot, and they thrive in those dunker spots.
3 ball doesn't go for Nelson, so the Sharks will bring it back, and they just need to control this now and finish the job. Nelson not conceding the foul. They call the BNZ player timeout, but with 6.2 on the clock, it's going to be 2 runs in a row for the Sharks.
It will be a W most likely, but you know what else matters is that points differential, especially because the Giants know they have a sniff at the playoffs. So want to kind of keep that score ticking over as much as possible.
BNZ want to inspire the next generation of basketballers, giving away 5,000 tickets to school groups, sports groups and community groups. Come along and see us ours NBL game. Scan that QR code on screen, fill out your group's details, and grab your tickets to the big game with thanks to BNZ.
That was a good play by the Giants. Saw that they faked that 3, tried to get the back door instead. Fortunately out of bounds, and the Sharks now will use their BNZ player timeout. Not many games left this season for you to attend, so you may as well scan that QR code. Is it still another week of holidays?
I believe so.
Get amongst it if you're looking for something to do. Basketball's an indoor sport.
You're the parent, you'd know.
Oh, she's not even at school yet, so
oh, yeah, true.
Every day's a holiday in our house. The season's gone fast. So we have a look at what the Sharks have drawn up.
Webster inbound to Wynyard, and they finish with a flourish. Webster puts up the ball, it's a long way off, and that'll do us for the Rapid League contest. The Southland Sharks coming away 35-24 victors over the Nelson Giants, winning the first quarter 10-3, the second 15-13, the third 7-2, and Nelson just taking the fourth there, 6-3, but too little, too late. The Sharks dominant in this game as we take a look at some Chemist Warehouse stats.
Yeah, Quake Webster finished as our leading scorer for this game with his 9 points. Couldn't get that last buzzer beater to go, but we saw one just before the half. And how about Totoko Wynyard inside? 8 points, 10 rebounds, just short of a double-double, which is so impressive in this Rapid League. James Matthews had 7 for the Giants. He led the way on that side, and Inwood did the work inside. 6 rebounds to his name. Just behind Totoko Wynyard with that 10. Webster 4 assists. Bernard-Shaw 3 assists. Those two really had the offense humming for the Sharks from the start.
Certainly did, proving dividends for this Southland team. They get the win here at home in the Shark Tank, and plenty of action to come tonight because the Southland Sharks South NBL team is absolutely humming. And the Giants looking to make a late push into a playoff position, that top 6. That's coming up for you very shortly from 7:30. That'll do us for the Rapid League contest. My name's Nathan Lim. Alongside me was tall Fed Crystal Ledger Walker. Stick with us on Sky Sport. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, test, 1, 2, 3.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Pressure is ramping up in the Souths NBL as we get towards the business end of the season. The playoff picture beginning to take shape, and one of those teams that is going to be involved at that pointy end are the Southland Sharks, who have been on a run in season 2026, having won 13 of their last 14 contests, and tonight hosting the Nelson Giants in the Shark Tank. The Giants, who sit 9th on the ladder and looking to make a late push towards those top 6 playoff positions. My name is Nathan Lim, and alongside me is Tall Fern, Crystal Ledger Walker. Kia ora, happy Matariki. What can we expect from tonight's contest, Crystal? The Sharks informed. What have the Giants got to do?
Yeah, to get this one, the Giants are coming on a close win, and they've had some close games. Even though they had some losses versus the Tuatara and the Saints, they were right in those games. So whilst their record might reflect how good they are, they've found some momentum as of late. So not surprised that 43% of you at home think that they can get the job done tonight.
Yeah, don't forget, you can use that QR code on screen and let us know who you think will take the lollies in tonight's contest. The Southland Sharks will be heavy favourites, and that's reflected so far in the voting, so let us know. We're going to take you through everything you need to know before this contest, and we're going to look at the ladder next. And the Southland Sharks are up there in second, competing with the Auckland Tuatara, and a win tonight would see them leapfrog the Tuatara, though the Tuatara do have games in hand. The Canterbury Rams, of course, are keeping the pressure on those top 2, clipping at the heels of the Southland Sharks and the Auckland Tuatara. Just 1 win behind the Nuggets down there. A bit of a gap between 4th and 5th. That top 4 really solidified the Tuatara, Sharks, Rams and Saints. And as we look towards the bottom half of the ladder, there they are, the Giants, sitting 9th. They've had a mixed season, I think it's fair to say. 5 wins, 11 losses, and they are coming off a win, though, against the Franklin Bulls, 88-85, in which Shane Gatling put up 56, Crystal.
Insane. One of the best scorers in this league, clearly proven, versus the Bulls. He's going to be someone that the Sharks will be keyed in on, circled at the top of their scout as the guy to shut down tonight.
Plenty of action to come over the next few days as well. Wow, those two are geared up for the contest tonight, aren't they? Saints and the Rams going head-to-head, massive contest tomorrow afternoon in terms of those top 4 positions. Those two going head-to-head in Wellington. Then the Tuatara hosting the Nuggets, another massive clash tomorrow afternoon. That's at Events Finder Stadium in Auckland, where the Tuatara have been so hard to beat. The Manawatu Jets host the Nelson Giants, back in action on Monday night in Palmerston North, and then the Giants again on Wednesday, hosted by the Taranaki Airs in New Plymouth. Let's go through the starting lineups for both sides that will be faced with in a later mission too for the Sharks, which we'll get to in a second. But first of all, the Giants here. Alex McNaught, Shane Gatling, Cruz Parrott Hunt, Tohi Smith-Milner, Daniel Saylor starting for the Giants. And Shane Gatling, let's just keep talking about him, because that a performance he put up the other night was just ridiculous, and presumably he'll be the go-to guy for them tonight.
Oh, you would absolutely think so. You said it off air. He was on a heater. He was on the oven, or I said he was on the oven, the fireplace, everything hot. He's coming into this one clearly feeling himself. I'm sure the Giants are going to run a lot of sets for him, get him a lot of touches, and hopefully get him going early.
And another player who's going to be key to this Giants offense is Alex McNaught. We caught up with him a few moments ago.
Alex, welcome to Invercargill. She's an important clash, right? You guys are in a fight, you know, more the league's in a fight in terms of top four. Talk us about the excitement, I guess, in that situation.
Well, it's exciting for the fact that we know we dug ourselves a hole at the start of the season, and you know, it's not a great place to be, but every exciting matchup gets a bit more exciting when you get a bit close to the playoff end, and knowing that there's a sniff gives us a reason to fight, and that makes basketball fun for both Nelson fans and also us as players, so I'm excited.
Yeah, it's good stuff, mate. I mean, really quality one on the weekend, right? So tell us a little bit about actually getting across the line in a nice close contest like that. What that's meant for you building into this one?
It was great for confidence. Obviously, Shane had himself an incredible game. I mean, 56 points isn't something you see very often, and we all fed off that. Defensively, I think we played really well. You know, offense was run a lot through Shane, and, you know, that was great for us offensively, but defensively we made a huge step. And that's something that we need to continue building on going into a very talented Sharks team.
Looking forward to you and Ryland Jones going at it. Tell us about that matchup.
Well, it's nice to have someone that's my height. It's not always the great matchup for us when I get to verse people that are taller than me, but I consider myself a premier defender in the league, and going up against the best players in the league is my favourite thing to do. So Ryland's definitely up there as one of them, and that makes it an important matchup for me.
Wish you well, mate. Good luck out there.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, going to be great to see Alex McNaught going head-to-head with Ryland Jones, who's been so strong for the Sharks this season. Let's take a look at this Southland lineup, which has had a late omission with Keelan Boone scrubbed from the lineup due to an ankle injury. So they've got Ryland Jones, Braden Inger, Caleb Asprey, Tobias Cameron stepping up into the starting lineup, and then Sam Timmins there as well. Ryland Jones we're looking at, I suppose, as the architect of this team, Crystal.
Yeah, absolutely love that word, architect, the floor general, the guy that gets things going for the Sharks side. And then obviously a lot of attention on Sam Timmins on the interior. What he does down low is usually how they go, or how he goes down low, sorry, is usually how they go.
We caught up with Sam ahead of this game.
Well, Sam, another important night. They're all important at this time of the year, obviously, up against Nelson. Your teammates have had 10 days off. You, of course, have snuck a Tall Blacks campaign in the middle of it. How are you feeling?
No, I feel good. It was a fun week. A lot of high-level basketball, both on the court and at trainings and stuff. So that was fun. Always a special thing to be a part of. But happy to be back in with these boys.
So you've got the Nelson Giants, of course, tonight, and they're a tough out these days, aren't they? Tell us a little bit about how you prepared for this opponent.
Yeah, well, they've obviously kind of like, you know, if their roster was what it was now at the start of the season, they're a team whose record probably looks different, and we're very aware of that. So we've been very focused this week at practice, getting ready for what they bring to the court offensively and defensively, and looking to put our best foot forward out there tonight.
A little banged up, your group. Tell us a little bit about how you're likely to play it from your perspective.
Look, injuries are a part of basketball. That's just the kind of, regardless of how they come across, or, you know, they're going to come at some shape or form. So just that's kind of part of the culture of your group, is how you respond, and how we have our whole team up, is the saying that we have. So that's what we're going to have to do tonight.
Wish you well for it, mate. Good luck.
Cheers, mate. Cheers.
Well, it'll be interesting to see the matchup between the two Tall Blacks centres. The Tall Blacks were mentioned there, but Tohi Smith-Milner and Sam Timmins set to go head-to-head, so that will be a really interesting clash as well. Let's take a look at these Chemist Warehouse stats, and straight away you can see how prolific the Southland Sharks team is, with the scoring averaging 96.9 points. That's third in the competition. And let's look down at that scoring guards matchup. Caleb Asprey against Shane Gatling. What's Caleb Asprey, who's been having a great season by all means, averaging 21.4 points, but what's he got to do to contain Shane Gatling? You know,
Caleb Asprey is going to offer a different look than the Bulls were able to give Shane Gatling. He has length, he has the quickness to kind of disrupt, get in his pockets. Sure, he'll be out there trying to make Shane Gatling as uncomfortable as possible, but there's other guards that can step up as well on defense, the likes of Tobias Cameron, who brings that physicality type of defensive mindset to it. So I'm sure they're going to throw a few different players to try slow Shane Gatling down tonight.
There's so many attacking threats on both sides. But the Giants will want other players to step up other than Gatling, and of course got Parrott Hunt and Smith-Milner back into the lineup there on the roster for Nelson. So looking to those sorts of players, I suppose, to step up, because overall, you know, they're 9th in scoring, last in field goal percentage. So offense, barring Shane Gatlin, has been a struggle for the side.
Yeah, it has, but they will be happy, like you said, to have the likes of Cruz Barrett Hunt back in the mix, coming off an injury. But he's top 3 in all of the main categories in terms of points scored, assists, and rebounds pulled in. So a great addition to have back in the mix.
The match officials for tonight: Callum Welch, Regan Ashley, and Blake Rosanowski. Just moments away from tip-off here. And earlier we saw Sharks getting up in the Rapid League contest to win 2 in a row. They've struggled this season, but it's because players have been in and out of the starting Souths NBL lineup. They've managed injuries and still managing them, and yet they've been able to keep up this high level of performance. Currently missing Max Darling, Tukaha Cooper, Will Ledger as well, and of course, as we found out, Keelan Boone, who was massive for them. That's a massive loss. 35 points and 10 rebounds he put up in their last game, a win over the Rams.
Yeah, and he's another one of those players that's versatile, that does multiple things for this team. Long on defense, can guard the post, is also quick enough to guard guards and use that length to disrupt as well.
It'll be Daniel Saylor and Sam Timmins to compete for the tip-off. And we are underway. It's Saylor winning the tip-off, but it'll fall for the Sharks, and Rylan Jones will have the first possession.
Talking about people coming in hot form, Rylan Jones also coming off a 27-point game, and right away, good find out to Asbury.
Asbury will go for a mid-range 2, and beautifully executed as well from Caleb Asbury. There's a hot start.
Asbury, a true 3-level scorer, showing us with that jump shot. And how about that turnaround?
Daniel Saylor off the backboard. Tobias Cameron has the ball. It's outside to Jones. Timmins floating it up. And eventually tipped in. It's some good hustle from Sam Timmins.
Sam Timmins showing us why he's averaging a double-double. Getting over 10 rebounds a game. You need to get a body on him down low.
And a steal too from Rylan Jones, one of the top stealers in the competition. He's 3rd overall in terms of steals, and another one there for him.
Brendan Inga exploring along the base, finds Asbury.
Asbury looks outside to Jones. Jones now on the perimeter. Tobias Cameron knocks it down.
Rylan Jones with the unselfish pass to his shooter in Cameron.
100% from the field to start off here, the Sharks. The Giants will have a go from deep, and that'll sink as well.
Can already see the pressure that they're going to put on Gatling, showing too. Anytime he comes off that pick and roll, they want the ball out of his hands.
Nicely kept in there by Timmins, finds Inga. Sam Timmins can't lay it in. It's the first miss from the Sharks, and gets it on the second attempt, 9-5.
And shout out to Tobias Cameron getting a hand and tipping that one out to Timmins waiting. McNaught exploring.
And drawing the contact as well.
It's always interesting to me to see how the Tall Blacks come back in after they've, played at that international level, theoretically that higher level, and then come back down into this league and see what type of aggression and intensity they bring to scoring the ball.
McNaught finds Saylor. Smith-Milner, who's big body but not afraid to shoot from the perimeter. Neither is Parrott Hunt. Won't go. Here's Inga. Jones. Asbury thinks about the 3. Got a bit of contact from McNaught, but it's all good. And Asbury has no trouble sinking the mid-range 2.
And he wants that foul call on McNaught. Got him with the body on the side, but Asbury so cash from mid-range.
Smith-Milner. Here's a go from beyond the arc. Asbury with the rebound. Almost picked off there by McNaught. Inga. Timmins. Sam Timmins spinning, pirouetting Tipping it in. Again. Not quite. And the Giants come up with it.
Yeah, he's frustrated about that. Great move, great footwork down low from the big man. And Inga picking that off.
Another steal for the Sharks, who are third in the competition for steals. They average 8.8 a game, and Inga laying it off the board at the other end.
Inga getting the pick and getting the lay, doing the mahi on both sides.
One of the most prolific three-point shooting teams in the league, shooting at 36% beyond the arc. The Sharks, that's third. Now it's with the Giants, it's with Parrott Hunt. And that's a poor pass, can't find McNaught.
Good defense by the Sharks to get up and in, get in his body, force him to step back. If he didn't throw, that would have been called for the travel.
Jones will pull up and have a go. Just a little short. Batted over the baseline though. And they're ruling it came off Timmins. So the Giants will get the ball back.
Luukkonen in for the Giants. Tohi Smith-Milner went out with a sub. Gatling almost got that to go.
Won't fall for him, and a trademark vest there from Coach Yim.
If only there was a style award in this competition.
Well, it'd be fairly pointless because he'd win every year. John Yim. Gatling converts from the Chemist Warehouse strike.
Gatling, a 93% free throw shooter, takes over 7 trips to the Chemist Warehouse per game.
He's coming off 4 straight games scoring 30 plus. Utterly outrageous.
What a pick up for the Giants.
I think it's crowded there, but finds Cameron. Oh, pass from Inga to Timmins is away.
Sam Timmins constantly trying to do his work early, work the angles, different positionings. By that time, that pass just out of reach. You can hear the Sharks fans getting in on the action. That is why you want the home court advantage at the end of the season. Have your 6-man behind you.
Here's Alex McNaught. Gatling, back to McNaught. In on the outside, perimeter shot for the Giants. Won't fall, and copying a bit of contact there was Luukkonen.
The Sharks are not happy about that. I think they got pushed in the back. Clearly frustrated. We can see the Sharks playing a 2-3 zone here as Quake Webster comes in for Tobias Cameron. Quake Webster, the leading scorer of the Rapid League game.
Inbound from Gatling. McNaught. Gatling scored 18 points in the first quarter last game. Bang! There goes the first triple.
The mistake was going under that screen. Too much space for Gatling, who knocks it down.
Caleb Asbury tries to reply at the other end. Can't do so. McNaught with the rebound. Get that ball in the hands of Shane Gatling. He'll put it up again. Shane Gatling! Look out!
You said it. Get him the ball. Is he listening to you? Same spot, same result.
Sam Timmins lays it in up the other end. His calming bucket, reliable.
Rylan Jones so smart in that point guard position. Hits his big down the lane.
Caleb Asbury He's got his work cut out for him. Gatling has another go, and why not? That one's off the mark.
Little hit check.
Jones to Asbury. Timmins. Drive on Smith. Milner tries to give the ball away. Eventually finds its way to Jones. Caleb Asbury for 3. Tipped on by Gatling into the breadbasket of McNaught.
Great rebounding by Gatling and awareness to get it to his teammate. Asbury likes that matchup versus the big. Tohi.
Smith Milner likes it from deep. They left him wide open.
We know he can absolutely knock that down. That's what he brings to a team, the ability to stretch the floor.
Giants not afraid to launch from beyond the arc. The intercept from Gatling. Nice ball to Lukanen, I thought, but no, it's been picked off by Jones. Asbury up the other end. The Euro step, can't get it to fall. And the Giants keep it in.
Great hands by Jones. Asbury will be frustrated he didn't finish that one off.
Judd just competes for the ball there with Asbury. Puts his hands up. No, I'm innocent. Gatling, one-on-one. It's around the outside of Timmins and then loses it.
Great recognition from the Giants to see that Timmins is on Gatling. That's a mismatch for the guard. Gatling, though, unable to keep it in bounds.
Jones brings it back up the court for the Sharks. Webster's on the court too for Southland. Chance now for Jones. Almost tipping it in there with Timmins. Cameron with the offensive board. Webster for 3, too far.
Great extra look by the Sharks, but they've got to shut down that offensive rebound. And Cruz Parrott-Hunt, big body, get out of my way.
Floats it in, bounces a couple of times around the rim and then drops in. Sam Timmins finds Inga for 3. Braden Inga is good from long.
That's what makes the Sharks so dangerous and deep. The ability of all 5 players being able to knock down that 3 ball. Judd from the corner.
Oh, and he's good for it too. Splash. Liam Judd.
Judd putting up 13 points per game. Got to watch where he is.
Sam Timmins nicely floated in, looked off balance there, but in the end, slots it.
One of the most impressive things about Sam Timmins is how he knows where he is on the court, and it feels like he doesn't even look at the rim. Can tell by the lines on the floor.
Parrott-Hunt to the rim, can't quite lay it in. Lukanen fights for the rebound and draws the contact.
Great snake dribble by Parrott-Hunt off that on-ball screen, able to keep his defender on his back to make it a 2-on-1.
I was thinking these were the first free throws in the game, but second for the Giants. The Southland Sharks have yet to head to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Lukanen season high was 21 points versus the Hawks back in round 6. Coming off the bench today, looking to be very aggressive on the offensive end.
Giants, they're actually the top shooting free throw team in the competition, 74%. So they will be sure to take advantage of that as Judd puts up a speculative long 2 on the baseline.
Had to take that one with the shot clock winding down. Good awareness to get it up in the last 2 seconds.
Just over a minute to go in this opening quarter, and it is tight in the Shark tank. Jones. Asbury looks for Burton Shaw, who's come onto the court. Asbury now onto the wing. Inga, short. Fast break opportunity here for the Giants. Parrott-Hunt will just slow things down.
The Giants were just in a 3-2 zone. As we see Tohi line up another one, can't get it to go. Judd not able to reel it in, but that 2-3 zone leaves you vulnerable in the corners. So we just saw Inga attempt from the 3.
And the Sharks execute here. Asprey with the ball. The top to Timmins. Timmins off the right mitt and just makes it look easy, doesn't he? So dominant in the paint.
He is, and so hard to guard. Chooses the reverse over the top. Parrott Hunt.
Oh, yeah.
The fancy finish off the glass.
Sharks will be happy to take this slowly, and Nort concedes the foul. 9.2 on the clock.
Heard him speak in that pre-game interview about being a great defender and how he really prides himself on that end of the court. It's good to see him trying to get up and in, disrupt Ryland Jones.
Jones finds Timmins. Here's Caleb Asprey. Crowded in the paint, so we'll look outside. Inga cannot finish with a flourish. So the Nelson Giants taking this opening quarter 24-22. A strong start from the visitors with 8 points coming from Shane Gatling. We're going to take a quick break here on Sky Sport. We'll be back with second quarter action in just a few moments.
Welcome back into the Shark Tank for this battle we have going down between the Sharks and the Giants, which saw the Giants take a 2-point lead after that first quarter. My name is Chris LaDorca and I'm joined by Nathan Lim.
The Giants taking out their first quarter, 24-22. Back underway here in the Shark Tank. Alex McNaught. From deep, Parrott Hunt banks it.
Cruz Parrott Hunt getting loose to start the second. These two teams are first and second in 3-point makes. The Sharks putting up 12, just over 12 per game, and the Giants close behind with 11.
Inga in possession behind the back. Plenty of pressure coming on there from Parrott Hunt. Concedes the foul.
It's funny how that works when you make a shot and you get that confidence, you know, to get up on defense, to go make more plays, how that translates.
Inga finds Asprey. Caleb Asprey likes a mid-range too, but he'll get the ball away. Banking it from beyond the arc to the Sharks. Tobias Cameron.
Bank is open for Tobias Cameron. Toto Wynyard giving Sam Timmins a break and doing a great job screening and getting his teammates open.
McNaught trying to float in a reply, draw the foul.
McNaught, a pass-first point guard. That time chooses to go himself. Pays off. When he's more aggressive, it opens things up for his team as we have another look at this bank. By Tobias Cameron from the top.
In off the glass as McNaught's first free throw attempt goes awry. And the second too. We're not used to seeing that from the Giants, who shoot at 74% from the free throw line, first in the competition.
Yeah, Phil Jones won't be happy about that.
Tobias Cameron will go again. Away to the left. McNaught with the rebound. Parrott Hunt. Nice pass to Sailor, but stolen there by Cameron. Some nice interchange of passes. Webster along the baseline. Oh, got a bit of contact in the air and eventually concedes the turnover.
Well, I was going to say, great unselfish play going on by the Sharks, but that time, just one too many passes.
Parrott Hunt outside. Gatling, look out, bang!
And if there is one guy you do not need to leave open, it is him. Gatling up to 14 points and making these Sharks pay.
Just prolific from range. This Shane Gatling. 56 points. Last time out against the Bulls as Asbury puts one up. That's too far. Gives it to Tohi Smith-Milner from the corner. Smith-Milner knocks it down. This is special for the Giants.
It is. The two shooters playing piggy in the middle with the Southland Sharks right now. Tohi Smith-Milner, second three of the game.
Not often you see big men shooting with such confidence from Raynard. Smith-Milner, he never even hesitates.
No, he doesn't, and that's exactly why he's a tall black. He brings that piece to the big man game. Can absolutely knock it down from anywhere on the floor, and he has a quick release with it too.
See both teams really wanting to shoot from beyond the arc, the Giants especially, but with Southland, they've got so many three-point shooters. You look at Asbury, Cameron, Inga, even Jones, and then they've got just this really calming presence, Sam Timmins in the middle, who will go for the safe bucket and will just keep the score ticking over and just get everything else just to settle down.
Right, what's great about Sam Timmins is he's predictable for his teammates. They know where he's going to be, they know how he's going to seal, and you're right, he doesn't force those outside shots, he plays to their strength. And as we see that really cool poster on your screen, you know what I love about this poster?
Yeah.
That they've got the Sal's Pizza shout out on there too.
Oh, crazy. I think a little drawing of a shark there at the bottom as well.
I totally missed that. Must still be hungry from that ad.
Very creative. Passionate fans in Southland, regardless of the sport actually. You think of the Southern Steel fans and the ANZ Premiership, the Southland Stags fans and the NPC, and of course the Southland Sharks fans, basketball. They know how to bring it to a sporting occasion, don't they?
Hey, that's what you want from your home fans, those that know how to show up. We saw those couple of ladies, how they were dressed early, how they're pulling up to games, and I know the Shark helmet, hard hats are a favourite as well.
A favourite of mine as well. Those are ridiculous and really eye-catching as Sam Timmins can't quite lay it in off the right mitt that time.
You can tell those two posts know each other very well. Tohi Smith-Milner not getting into his body, not letting him peel off him, and that's a great take by the Giants.
Yeah, Cruz Parrott Hunt. Nicely in off the glass. Here's Ryland Jones running Alex McNaught around. Oh, and floats it in too. And men all around him managed to get it away.
Ryland Jones, maybe small in stature, but not hard. Fights for that ball and not afraid to get in the body.
Tohi Smith-Milner again pulling up for the three. Time it won't fall. Giants nursing an 8-point lead. Jones from deep. Buys Cameron, fighting for the rebound, gets it off the leg of Luukkonen, demolishes a couple of advertising boards. Now the Giants up the other end. Cruz Parrott-Hunt.
Cruz Parrott-Hunt checking in from deep on that one. One thing you can never question is Tobias Cameron's hustle when he went out of bounds there. Asprey with the quick cross.
Nice layup too. Managed to get on the inside, did Caleb Asprey. Having a good battle there with Alex McNaught as well, but Giants, they're getting hot from beyond the arc. Shane Gatling, the man who is on fire at the moment.
And Shane Gatling sitting on those 14 points. Cruz Parrott-Hunt on the attack. He's got 6 in the ball game.
Gatling 4 from 5 from the field.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, one, that he can have 56-point games, but then to do it at such an efficient rate as well.
Well, that's the thing. It's not even like he's putting up way more shots than the other players. He's just so accurate. Parrott-Hunt manages to control of it. Float it up, he can. That's nice. And Parrott-Hunt has just been on fire these last couple of minutes.
Great body control and patience down the lane. Gets wiped by the screen. Jones finds Cameron on the 3.
Tobias Cameron. It's back for the Sharks.
Tobias Cameron up to 9 points. Cruz Parrott-Hunt might have been fouled on that. Doesn't matter, they'll get the rebound.
Sailor can't finish the job, so it's there for the Sharks. Inga thinks about the 3. Look outside to Asprey. Asprey might have put a foot out of bounds there, and Coach Yim, see the frustration on his face there.
Yeah, you know his standards are high. He feels like this season is championship or bust, as we have another look at Jones finding Cameron for the 3 ball. But the Sharks will not be happy. They know they're not playing to their standard right now.
Where do you think they potentially need to brush up on defensively? Or are they doing what they can and the Giants have just been so accurate so far?
No, I do not think they're really sticking to the game plan on the defensive end of things. I'm sure giving Gatling 14 points to start this one was not something that they wanted. They need to know where he is and the other shooters are when they're sitting in that zone.
I'll tell you something that I want. A large cupped pepperoni pizza from Sal's. Use that online code, Sal's Cup 26. Get that in my face. 35 bucks. Valid until Tuesday the 21st.
You want it, I want it. I know that all of you guys sitting on your couch at home want to get in on that deal. Scan that QR code. Use Sal's Cup 26. Get in on it.
It's the perfect way to cap off a long weekend, isn't it? You see another very strong poster there from the Sharks. We coming for y'all too. Very nice.
Man, they go hard down there in Southland. It's what you want when you have a top 4 team.
Tell you what, they've got to take that picture off the screen because my tummy's rumbling. Look at that. It'll be Giants ball to get things back underway. 40 to 32, the margin. 5 to go in the second. Judd is Parrott-Hunt to Sailor. Sailor in the paint, bit of contact, lays it in off the glass. Looked like Engel was in trouble there for a moment.
Yeah, not sure how that wasn't a foul, but great take by the Giants, getting it to their big man inside.
Caleb Asprey, averaging 21.4 points per game. It's to Timmins, who's averaging 17.9. Timmins hits the deck and has something to say to the umpire as well. And Tobias Cameron trying to get in the way there.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that it looked like Sailor pulled the chair on him. I wonder if this is going to disrupt, the Sharks. They're already down. They know that I don't think they were expecting to be down this much at this point in the game. So I wonder if these calls will get under their skin as well.
Yeah, we saw their contest as Shane Gatling all the way to the rim, lays it in off the glass. We saw in their contest against the Taranaki Airs that they lost. That was the end of their winning streak. That's the one game they've lost in the last 14. Asbury pulls up 3, won't go. But the Airs really got under their skin, and it worked. And you get the feeling that maybe if the Giants are able to just sort of poke the Sharks and just get them a little bit off their game, that might be their way in.
It might, and I mean, if Gatling starts hitting turnarounds like that, they're going to be in real trouble, because that is a tough move to guard. Rylan Jones coming off that pick and roll tight.
Crowded in there, gets it out to Inga. Inga from the corner, banks it. Difference is 9.
Inga, we know he is a shooter. Got to find him quick out on the wing.
Parrott Hunt, who is on a heater. Bruce Parrott Hunt, he's got 13.
Yeah, I feel that Pinoy's step, that fake on the first, step through on the second to get it up past the D.
More frustration here from the Sharks. Concede a soft turnover. Luukkonen from deep. Oh, that's a dagger.
Great pop and pass to Luukkonen, but Cruz Parrott Hunt also assisted that with his cut, taking the defense away.
Suddenly, it's a 14-point lead. Caleb Asbury replies at the other end.
Caleb Asbury so good at using his long strides to create space in the lane.
Gatling. Cameron's on him. Ball to Luukkonen. Foul called on Inga.
You can just see Sam Timmins also creeping down, coming for that double team on the big.
Tell you what, the Sharks are up against it here. They're not used to conceding a margin like this so early in the contest. And this will be a test of their mettle. You know, when you're thinking about the big games that they're going to play in the playoffs, coming up against the likes of the Auckland Tuatara, potentially away from home, they're going to have to contest with being up against it in these contests. And it'd be interesting to see, I guess, how they respond here.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the key word, how they respond, how they're going to choose to keep coming out, fight these possessions. Judd
had to get the shot away. Timmins comes up with it, feeds it to Asbury. Asbury denied.
Give me that, says Saylor. McNaught pushing the pace, 5 on 4.
Asbury yet to make his way back up the court. There he comes. An open look for Cruz Parrott Hunt won't go. In fact, that's Liam Judd.
You know, one thing that the Sharks...
Oh, my goodness me! Put the lid on the cookie jar, and Sam Timmins. My word.
Way to reward the tall black. Running down the middle of the floor. Look at this. Rylan Jones, eyes in the back of his head, knows exactly where he is. On a platter for Sam Timmins to eat.
And he left no crumbs. And that's why you see more brilliant signs like this. The fans so passionate. She's hoisting it proudly. So she should.
Go the Sharks, go the Sharks. I love the face paint to match too. Not just the poster, she did it herself.
Well, it's passion. It's passion that you see from this crowd.
And I'd love that last play. One thing that the Sharks are missing, and I think, you know, is evident in why this game has started the way it has, is Keelan Boone. Not only does he contribute on the offensive end, what he does defensively with his leg, getting in passing lanes is disruptive, and something they're missing today, especially when they already have Max Darling and Tukaha Cooper out as well. There he is on the side, trying to do all he can, communicating with his teammates.
See Sam Timmins and Caleb Asbury. Some negotiations. Just how they contain this Giants team. She's already put up nearly 50.
Sam Timmins has been a leader on every team he's been on. Was at the University of Washington, a captain of that Division I Power 5 school.
Alex McNaught, Tohi Smith-Milner. Gatling for three. Won't go that time, and Hesbury was pushed over the sideline there by Matthews.
It's a great look for Gatling, though. I mean, he's hit three from that spot, so the Giants have the right idea in terms of where they're getting his looks.
Inga. It's on the inside. Floats it in off the glass. Won't go. Tobias Cameron hits the deck, and Smith-Milner fires the ball, which is picked off by Ryland Jones. Ryland Jones in transition. Thought about the pass, eventually gives it to Asbury. Asbury outside to Inga. Banks it.
That's how you want your Sharks team to respond if you are a fan. The second time we've seen Ryland Jones pick off a bounce pass in transition.
The gap is cut to 7. Smith-Milner denied by Timmins. Over the top to Saylor, and Saylor lays it in.
Toy Smith-Milner just showing his experience, next play mentality, unfazed that he was blocked, gets it to his teammate instead.
Sam Timmins, he wasn't happy up the other end of the court with a call from the match official, and I think it looked like he was saying that someone was throwing an elbow around there.
Yeah, I mean, the intricacies of the game when you're a big man at this level, the way they hook you, the way they use their arms in different ways. Sam Timmins, no stranger to how all of that unfolds, just letting the referees know.
Just there. Is that a shark at the bottom? Or the head's covering it now? We can't see it now.
They heard you, they're like, oh man.
Didn't want any critiques of the drawing, which was superb. Go and hold it up. Let's have another look.
Show us, show us.
Is that a shark at the bottom in the middle?
Yeah, I think
Kind
so.
of looks like it might be. We've got Coach Yim just on the left there. Number 1, Ryland Jones. They've got all the names of the players. Is that a shark? Or a cat?
You know, creativity.
I think it's a shark. Sal's Pizza's on there too. That's good to see. And the trophy up the top. Well, we're yet to see if they'll claim that. Currently down by 9. Wanting to leapfrog the Auckland Tuatara into top spot on the ladder. Southland Sharks. Ryland Jones and Alex McNaught having a bit of contact there.
Alex McNaught, that will be his second personal foul, trying to fight over that on-ball screen.
Ryland Jones, oh, slick ball into Cameron.
Great cut by Tobias Cameron out of the corner. When someone drives middle and that defender turns to see the ball, they can't see you cutting along the baseline.
Eight to go in the second quarter. Alex McNaught floats it up. It's going to be a little too far. Batted away. Gatling with the chance for a buzzer beater. Won't go. But the Nelson Giants will go into halftime with a 7-point lead, leading 51-44. We're going to take a quick break here on Sky Sport, and we're going to be back with some halftime stats for you in just a few moments. The Nelson Giants have a 51-44 lead at halftime in the South NBL Round 14 contest, coming to you from Shark Tank in Invercargill. My name's Nathan Lim. Alongside me is Tulfun Crystal Ledger Walker, and we weren't expecting this, were we, Crystal? The Giants with a hot start.
Yeah, the Giants with a very hot start, and thanks to Cruz Parrott Hunt and Shane Gatling, who are chipping in, putting these buckets away and doing it quite efficiently, might I add.
Yeah, 100%. Cruz Parrott Hunt's been particularly impressive. He's got 16 points, Shane Gatling 13. Sam Timmins has been a calming presence on the other end for the Sharks, who are used to putting up a lot of three balls, potentially just not shooting with the same accuracy as we're used to from them.
Yeah, no, and they're without Keelan Boone, who, as we know, just came off a very hot shooting game, 35 points, 10 rebounds. His presence on the court, I think, has really been felt, and why the Sharks are down at this point in the game.
Sam Timmins there, you see 9 rebounds already from these first 2 quarters, so he's on for a big one around the board. But yeah, the Sharks putting up 16 three-pointers so far, converting on 6 of them. The Nelson Giants, they've put up 21, they've converted on 10. So they've been strong, and Shane Gatling has just quietly accumulated his 13 points, but he's scored 30 plus in the last 4 games. So something the Sharks are really going to have to contain. Yeah,
absolutely. And the question is, do you just let him pop off and shut everyone else down, or do you really keep an eye on him? Because Cruz's eye is in as well. Another stat that's jumping off this sheet to me is the bench points. The Sharks have always raved about how deep they are, but still yet to score off their bench. The Giants, on the other hand, with Liam Judd and Luukkonen coming in the game, have contributions there.
I'm very jealous of that young lad in the beanie, and you can get a large cut pepperoni pizza and be like him. But $35 from Sal's using that online code. Sal's Cup 26, valid until Tuesday the 21st of July. Oh yeah, he's getting stuck in, isn't he?
He's like, this is all mine, get your own.
It's worth pictures as well. Oh, Dad's putting it away. Why is he putting it away?
He's like, hey, give us some of that.
We'll be back in a few moments with third quarter action, but it is the Giants up 51-44 in Invercargill. The Sharks fans are extremely passionate. You can see it in their posters. You can see it in their T-shirts. You can see it in their hats, the bucket shark hats that you see people wearing around. This Nelson Giants contest, the Giants up 51-44 at half-time. There's another brilliant poster there. My name is Nathan Lim. Alongside me is Tallfin Crystal Ledger Walker. We're just taking a look at some of the characters in the crowd. Crystal, is such a colourful crowd, all ages.
It is, and you just love when your community gets behind you and, you know, they're rooting for your team. A lot of Sam Timmins fans out there rocking the 33 on the cheeks, on the singlet. How about those hats?
Wow, that is some get up there.
Got the fro going.
Really bringing it. I wonder how long it took them to make those hats. The glasses as well. They've got, we can't quite see it, but there's it looks like a sellotaped picture of the Sharks onto that jersey as well.
And they're going all out. You know where to find everyone on a Saturday night down south.
They're all packed into the Shark tank, and well, the Sharks themselves are struggling to contain two players in particular, Shane Gatling and Cruz Perrott-Hunt especially, who have just been so accurate and are really hurting the Sharks.
Yeah, they are. Those two guards interchangeable on the wings. Really got themselves going. Shane Gatling 3 threes in this matchup. Toy Smith-Milner 3 threes, and Cruz Perrott-Hunt has 2. So they've definitely got to pay more attention to those shooters on the outside. Like we already mentioned, these two teams, top 2 in three-point makes per game. And the Sharks, without Keelan Boone, that length, you see him there in his sweats, giving some advice to the other players suited up.
What do you think the Giants should be talking about at this point? They've had a hot start. You said the likes of Perrott-Hunt, he's on 16 points, Gatling's on 13. Smith-Milner's quietly accumulated 9. What do you think they'll be talking about, just keeping things going?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, keeping the ball moving, getting it through hands, getting it to their shooters in Gatling and Perrott-Hunt. Then also Toy Smith-Milner on the pop. But they've got good things going coming off the bench, good contributions there as well.
Both sides not afraid to shoot the 3 ball. The Sharks currently 6 from 16 attempts. The Giants were 10 from 21. Going at almost 50%, 47% for them, 37% for the Southland Sharks. And we're about to get it back underway in the third quarter. Young man brings the ball onto the court, and it'll be inbound from Braden Inger to get us underway in this third quarter.
Braden Inger has 3 threes in this game. He has been hot, and someone the Sharks might look to go to more, as I said, with Keelan Boone out of the match.
Ankle injury, big omission for the Sharks. Caleb Asbury, how much more is on his shoulders? Jones gets us underway.
Rylan Jones only had 2 points in that first half, ticks over and up into 5.
Giants bring it back. Here's Smith-Milner. Gatling. Shane Gatling. Mid-range 2. Won't go. Put up 56 in the last outing against the Bulls. Incredible. One of the great individual performances. Jones puts up another 3. That one's well away to the right. Gatling, he scored 18 in that first quarter, and he's coming off 4 straight games having shot 30 plus. Incredible form. Here's Perrott-Hunt. Stolen by Jones. So crafty. Pulls up for the 3. Short. Asbury with the offensive board. Jones will have another go. Short again.
Can't get it to go. That was a great pick from behind on that spin. Gatling finding Cruz Perrott-Hunt. The fake.
Gatling corner 3. Bang!
Shane Gatling ticking over to 17 points. Sorry, make that 16 points in this match.
He is not a player the Sharks would like to get going, but Asbury replies at the other end. What a start to this third quarter. Fireworks.
Asbury struggled from deep in that first half. That's his first 3 of this game. But he's someone that's definitely going to come out more aggressive, the usual leading scorer for this squad.
Yeah, averages 21.4 points per game, but so many scorers the Southland roster, Ryan Jones averages just a tick under 17. Sam Timmins, 17.9. Keelan Boone usually averages 17.1, but he put up 35 in the last game. Jones put up 27. It's a big win over the Canterbury Rams. Smith-Milner, he'll have a go from 3. Timmins with a rebound. Gap has been cut to 4. This is a hot start for Southland. Asbury can't get it to 4.
That is something we saw Asbury going to at the start of this game. McNaught, the in and out, hostage dribble, floater, too short.
Sam Timmins finds Caleb Asbury. Caleb Asbury takes a couple of steps, then dishes the pass. Ryland Jones, Asbury, corner 3. Won't fall for him, but Inga with the tip from Timmins and lays it in off the glass.
Inga is so tidy, stepping up in moments when his team needs him the most, has knocked down some big threes, and that time collects that board, takes it straight back to the cup.
Alex McNaught, wow, just finds a lane opened up for him there, but closed up by Sam Timmins with a block. Tobias Cameron on the transition. Caleb Asbury, open look. Can't make it count.
Sam Timmins with the block that led to that shot. No one missed that forward roll that just happened.
Was that Sailor? Oh, again going to the floor. Tobias Cameron's having a word with the match official. I'd like to have a replay and see if him hitting the deck twice there was warranted.
I think they both came by way of Tobias Cameron too. If there's one thing about Tobias Cameron is he's not going to back down to anyone, no matter how big, how tall you are.
This gap is closed right up. It was well into double digits for the Giants, and the Sharks have just stormed back here, closing it to 2. Is Nelson taking the opening quarter 24-22. More contact there. And taking the second 27-22. Parrott Hunt can't float it up accurately enough off the right mitt. Ball spill over the baseline.
You can tell the tensions are rising. The Sharks feeling a type of way about trailing during this game. A lot to play for on the business end of the season.
Sailor comes up with it.
Strong take by Sailor, a few active hands getting in on that take, and good pass by Gatling to give it to him on the roll.
On the Shark side of things, Braden Inga with 13 points. Timmins with 12, 11 apiece for Asbury and Cameron. As Sailor looks to the sky after his free throw eventually finds its way to the bottom of the net.
How about Alex McNaught also coming in and doing the same little lookout? That's what you want your captain to do, get behind you, more parts of the game.
Don't forget, every made free throw contributing to the Hoops and Schools program. If you want to find out more, use that QR code on screen and get some basketball hoops at your school, thanks to Chemist Warehouse.
Asbury looking to explore the paint. Tobias Cameron comes off 2 screens.
Timmins on Sailor. Off the glass, nice, reliable Sam Timmins as per usual.
Great word for Sam Timmins, reliable. Working all the angles, knows how to put the ball in the hoop down low.
Gatling not afraid to fire from deep. Short on that occasion. On transition, Inga makes no mistake. Levels things up at 56 all.
Great leak out by Inga and Ryland Jones. That quarterback-like pass.
Smith-Milner along the baseline, dishes it to Sailor. Sailor can't finish the slam.
Hey, Sam's getting the crowd in on it. To me, protect our rim.
This is the ball with Gatling. 2-on-2, an opportunity here. Sends Asbury to the court.
Sharks and their fans not impressed with that call. Felt like they had a charge case. That's what I'm saying about throwing different bodies at Gatling. He's had Tobias Cameron, who brings that physical presence, Caleb Asprey, who jumps into gaps before you get there. They're all annoying in their own ways.
Gatling, deep two, won't go. Jones with the rebound. Ryman Jones loses it. Alex McNaught trying to control it behind the back. Oh, heavy contact there on Cameron.
Okay, a season ago, Tobias Cameron played for the Franklin Bulls, and I'm not sure about the stats. I'm sure Mike Lacey will let us know, but he took a lot of charges, known for putting his body on the line. That time, jumping in front of big man Saylor running down the court.
Does not look happy. Tobias Cameron just taking a while to get back to his feet.
I feel like we could feel that vibration, that hit through the screen.
I was going to say, see you reacting to it. Hit, heavy contact, and gets to his feet. Webster comes onto the court. I think Cameron might be leaving the court yet.
Well, speaking about Tobias Cameron, shout out to Flynn Cameron, his brother, who's involved in the NBA Summer League right now.
.56 apiece. Oh, another player hits the court. This game's starting to get a little bit niggly.
It is. They can feel that it's close. You know, these frustration fouls could be trouble signs for either team. They can get some key players out of the game.
Caleb Asprey. Simmons. Oh, batted away. Can he recover it? No, he can't.
Great play by Saylor. That's just knowing personnel, knowing that Sam likes to spin that baseline, able to pick it on the other side.
Gatling to bring it back for the Giants. They have not scored with the same freedom in this third quarter as we've seen in the first half. Here's McNaught, he's short. Only 5 points in this third quarter. The Southland Sharks leading at 12-5. Both sides just kind of stunted just in the last minute or two. Here's Asprey, oh, turned into a slam. Couldn't complete it. 2 more players, 3 more players off their feet.
Asprey still going on about that call. He tried to just put someone right there, and he's able to do so because he has that wingspan, that length to get up and challenge the size inside.
And don't forget, you can catch up on all the highlights on Sky Sports Highlights Show on Tuesday evening. All the action around the league. There are so many games. You would be forgiven for missing the odd one. Gatling driving on Asprey, competing for the rebound. Can't get it. Timmins coming up with it.
Sam Timmins up to 13 boards. Fakes the handoff. Goes by 2.
Can't complete on that occasion. Still, we're locked at 56 all. Gatling. Sharp pass to Lukin. Behind the back to Saylor, who breaks the deadlock.
The Finnish big man with the behind the back dime. Skillful down low.
Caleb Asprey thought about the 3. Now Webster. Bang! Quake Webster. A regular in the Rapid League lineup, making the most of his NBL minutes.
First points of the game, and in the perfect time. This matchup puts them up by 1.
Alex McNaught, 2. Oh my goodness me, to Gatling, who just never quite got the height for that.
Just trying to put an exclamation point on that finish. Comes out short, Rylan Jones.
Denied by Saylor, recovers it, out to Asbury. Shot clock back at 10. Another corner three from Webster. This time, it's a little too many weak picks on that.
Good look from the Sharks. That came open by the Giants, flying around to send a big to Sam Timmins down low.
McNaught will put up the three. Alex McNaught won't go.
To the Sharks, ice him on that on ball. Rylan Jones pushing the pace.
Asbury feeds it to Timmins on the perimeter. Jones into the corner for Inga. Just away. Hear the crowd reacting. Nelson bench is clapping. They want to keep this tight as late as they can. This would be an upset in the Shark tank. We get towards the end of the third quarter. Nelson right in this contest. Gatton, step back. Short. Offensive board for the Giants. Luukkonen. McNaught. Floating it up is Judd. He's just short. Rylan Jones in transition. It's the shoulder going on McNaught. Now out for Webster. Webster back to Asbury. Caleb Asbury can't get it to fall. Still a 1-point ball game.
Couple shots just off from that same corner spot. 1 minute left in this, and Alex McNaught very aware not to get an 8-second call in that backcourt.
Judd. Luukkonen. We'll put up the three ball. For sure. Jones fires a long pass to the other side for Webster, who's called for the travel. It's a frustrating period for both teams, it feels like.
It is. So it's been a minute since we've seen a bucket go down. See what the Giants choose to do here. If they want to go for a 2-for-1, see the difference between the shot clock and the game clock would allow time to do so.
Well, they polished off that pizza quickly. That family were awarded a Sal's pizza just during the halftime break. Nowhere to be seen, and I don't blame them. Luukkonen from the perimeter. Won't fall. Parrott Hunt competes with Jones and goes out over the baseline.
Luukkonen looking like a wing out there, dropping dimes, lining it up from deep.
Parrott Hunt found Matthews. Well, he's Smith and Milner. Parrott Hunt. Bit of contact there, just checks that Craig Webster's okay. Might have got him in the eye.
That's a good different look for Cruz. Going to that post mismatch right off the inbounds. Has the height advantage on Webster.
Just 15.9 to go. This third quarter's Parrott Hunt goes from the Chemist Warehouse stripe, and every made free throw contributing to the Hoops and Schools program. Use that QR code to find out more. Get some basketball hoops at your school, thanks to Chemist Warehouse.
Get out, shoot some free throws of your own. Knockout at lunchtime is always fun as Cruz Parrott Hunt misses them both.
Yeah, that's not going to contribute to the program. Rylan Jones, guarded by Matthews. Jones all the way to the rim. Off balance, but makes it work.
And doesn't he? Rylan Jones coming up big to end that quarter. The awareness, the IQ to know the time and score. Have another look at him. This change of pace. Coming down the lane, 1-2. Thank you.
Nice finish to the third quarter for the Southland Sharks, and the fans absolutely love it. It's the Sharks up 61-58 at the end of the third. We're going to go to a quick break, and we'll be back with your fourth quarter action in just a couple of minutes. Stick with us on Sky Sport. The Southland Sharks have a slight edge over the Nelson Giants in the Shark Tank with 1 quarter to go. South's NBL action, the Sharks up 61-58. My name's Nathan Lim, alongside me Torford, Crystal, Ledger, Walker, and this game got really niggly and tight in that third quarter, didn't it?
Yes, it did. And the Southland Sharks really tightened things up defensively, holding the Nelson Giants to only 7 points in that third quarter.
And great atmosphere in the Shark Tank this evening. The fans showing out in full force. There is an elderly gentleman in the crowd we saw before, Crystal, with the chunkiest handlebar moustache you've ever seen, and in his orange getup. He's a genuine Lorax.
I had no idea where you were going with that, but Lorax definitely shocked me. All the orange things are out in the Shark Tank tonight. That's the way to show your support.
Plenty of posters around as well. Lots of creativity, but it's the Giants with first possession in this fourth quarter. Parrot Hunt can't convert.
And that's frustrating. Good play for Parrot Hunt, coming off that Iverson screen straight into a curl.
Rylan Jones. Simmons. Rylan Jones puts up the 3-ball and like that one again. Recovered though by Cameron. Lays it in off the glass. The flex as well. He loves it.
Hey, that wasn't a shot. That was a pass. Let's call it the Sharks and give him the assist. Tobias Cameron cleaning up the trash down low. Chance for a 3-point play.
Valuable points here on offer from the Chemist Warehouse stripe, and Tobias Cameron makes it a 3-point play too. 6 the difference.
Tobias Cameron with the highest plus-minus in this ball game.
Shane Gatlin, can he get going in this fourth quarter? Not that time. Tobias Cameron dropping the shoulder, hitting the deck himself.
The crowd letting these Bartercard officials have it. Tobias Cameron is contact seeking, you know, in how he plays this game, but that time Matthews getting the better of it.
He subbed out to Tobias Cameron, and there he is. That's who I was talking about. That bloke on the right there, the Lorax. What a mustache that is. Fantastic stuff. Lukanen. Parrot Hunt. Lukanen to the rim.
Lukanen really showing us his versatility, able to put it on the floor, do it in multiple ways. I was just saying in the quarter break how the Sharks haven't really gone deep in their bench. They've only really given Quake Webster good minutes. But Tobias Cameron in foul trouble.
Caleb Asbury to Inga from deep. Opening up this gap now, the Sharks. Looking to take control.
Sorry, that's Inga's 4th 3 in this match.
Joey Smith-Milner looks to reply, can't do so. Another bucket here would really make things hard for the Giants. Asbury lays it in off the glass.
Just like his patience, how he doesn't rush. He knows he has the athleticism, the hops to get past most. Just takes his time with all those fakes before he eventually puts it up off the glass.
The Sharks starting this final quarter hot. 8 points rather to 2. to start off with, and oh my goodness me. Well, we keep getting surprises from this crowd. Go Sharks, or Shark, at this stage. That is commitment from those blokes, because it must be cold in there too.
You're talking about face paint. Let us show you our body paint. You're right, that is commitment, and they are ecstatic to be on our screen.
It's pretty cold in Invercargill, so I'd be interested to see how long those shirts stay off. They're in shorts as well. Tell you what, they breed them different down there in Invercargill.
Absolutely do.
Tougher than me.
Is that guy the S? Are they just Go Shark?
Yeah, the S is really letting them down at this point. There you go, he's getting his jumper off now. Don't know about the Liverpool jumper. Oh no, it's a French one.
What a night out with your friends, a way to start it.
Party atmosphere for sure. Alex McNaught. Smith Milner. Floats it up along the baseline. Won't fall for him. Giants just struggling to get going in this final quarter. Enger on the baseline. That one doesn't go. Retrieved by Smith Milner. Nort getting up there and hustling for it.
Enger just able to get that fadeaway up over the D. Parrott Hunt short on the leg.
Enger, oh, the pass goes into the face of Sam Timmins.
Rylan Jones, though, every time he comes off the pick and roll, he hits shoulders, he comes off tight, he doesn't give room for the defense to get through, and that is why he ends up being able to find those passing angles and making that a 2-on-1 around the hoop.
Alex McNaught, nice pass to Gatling. Gatling lays it in off the glass. He's not happy. Wanted the call from the officials.
Alex McNaught just showing that scoring isn't always everything. He hasn't scored in this game, but 7 rebounds, got a few assists to go with it. But just showing that you don't have to score to get minutes out on the floor.
Oh, there we go. We got an exclamation point, and there's the S.
We
Here
found
we go.
some friends.
They've turned up the full Go Sharks. Yes, that is impressive.
If they don't have a longer name, the Tuatara might be stretching it.
Yeah, or if they just did Southland. I wonder how hard that paint is to get off.
And I'm sure they can hide it. As you see the Giants bring it back. Cruz Parrott Hunt orchestrating this offense.
The gap is 9. Gatling into the paint. Looking for contact. Finding it. But not getting the call.
And saying, not in our house, not in the Shark Tank. Couple claps to follow after that block.
Get the ball back, will the Giants. Gatling. Almost picked off there by Webster. McNaught finds a lane, takes it to the rim. More good work there by Sam Timmins. Rylan Jones finds Timmins. Shoulder going on Parrott Hunt there. He's not happy about the call.
Good awareness from Parrott Hunt to step up in that gap. Most of the defenders would have stuck with their player, giving up that lane. But Cruz Parrott Hunt ready to put his body on the line.
Asprey with the, I want to say intercept, but it just went over the top of everyone. Webster in the corner. Oh, in and out. Craig Webster. Seen him hit a couple of those tonight.
You can feel the crowd wants that to go down. Gatling off the pick and roll. Pull up.
Oh, yeah, it's good. From Shane Gatling. Splash.
Up to 20 in the ball game now. I feel like he's been a bit quiet this second half as we see Sam Timmins middle pick and roll.
Jones over the top to Simmons. Simmons with his back facing the hoop. Doesn't matter. Lays it in off the glass.
Those two have got it going. Rylan Jones and Sam Timmins. The connection between the point guard and the center.
Parrott Hunt, ooh, just lost control there. The contact picked off by Rylan Jones. Rylan Jones on the pass break all the way to the rim, and that's another 2 for the Sharks.
Hey, I'm gonna call it again. The connection going. Sam Timmins gets the tip, the block that leads to Rylan Jones being able to pick off that steal.
Parrott Hunt is another player. Rylan Jones hits the court. Heavy contact. Gatling won't go.
Yeah, Rylan Jones, when the Bartercard official know about it, he didn't just see me get taken out over here. Quake Webster with the screen inside for Timmins.
Such a physical game we're seeing. Here's Inga from deep. Off the front of the rim. Rebound for Parrott Hunt. Need to start moving. This Nelson Giants lineup. That'll help Sailor with the rebound. Cuts the lead to 9.
Started with Cruz. Parrott Hunt along that base. A little shimmy to get that pass off to McNaught.
Inga, well, everyone just stopped there for a second. Thought there was a call, but no. They'll be happy to take their time with every possession. The Sharks, as Jones fires from deep, collects the rebound, shifts it to Inga. Inga finds a bit of open space, gives the ball away to Timmins, and off the glass.
They just cut so well off the ball because they know they're going to be rewarded. Inga, no rush inside, able to find the cutting Sam Timmins down the lane. Have another look at it. The patience, the look off, the finish with the left. Timmins.
Timeout Giants, and there is no sign of any shirts going back on. They don't even look cold.
Said, we're in this, we're here.
Brilliant commitment from those blokes. What do you think the Giants will be talking about at this point in the game, Crystal? A few minutes to go. They need to go on a run.
Yeah, they do. Can they get Tohi Smith-Milner some more looks? He's still sitting on that 9 points. Can they draw those bigs out in Sam Timmins? Open that lane up. They've had some good looks. They've just missed some bunnies at the end. Can they get some of those to drop, and then they'll need some stops as well.
Just to give you a sense of what those shirtless blokes are going through, it is 4 degrees in Invercargill.
They're committed to the cause.
And it is cold in the Shark tank. It's not, they haven't got the heaters blasting.
And I'm trying to look at everyone else. Like, he's wearing a Kathmandu jacket. All the New Balance gear, everyone's wrapped up. Let me give our sponsors some shout outs.
Giants to bring it back in front of this colourful and passionate crowd is Smith-Milner beating Judd. 3.5 minutes to go. Smith-Milner, nice ball to Sailor. Sailor can't get it to go with the up and under.
Sam Timmins, one of, if not the best shot blocker in this league, does such a good job of protecting the paint.
Strong defence from McNaught there, making life difficult for Jones. Chasing him around. Jones eventually dishes it to Inga, lurking on the perimeter as per usual. Timmins tips it in. Second attempt.
I feel like the Sharks are just playing with their food right now. They could have had maybe 3 shots before that attempt. Rylan Jones doing a good job of running his squad.
Smith-Milner tries to give it to Parrott Hunt, doesn't find the mark. Inga from the perimeter. No.
The defense that led to that, so good off the ball, jumping in gaps, picking up, peeling off. Parrott Hunt from the knuckle is good.
Splash, and that one needed to fall as well. Just looked like it might be getting away from the Giants a little bit. Just struggled, started so accurately, didn't they, in this contest? Led at halftime, led after the first quarter, put up 27 in that second quarter, but then the third quarter they only managed 7, and they've got 8 so far in the fourth.
Yeah, the defense for the Sharks has really just turned up a notch. You know, they will have a good scout prepared for this Giant squad, but the way they're rotating off the ball is really the difference. Plugging that paint, flying around the court, getting in passing lanes. We saw Ryland Jones get some steals from doing that. But yeah, they've just turned it up a notch in the second half.
Certainly have. Serious team talk there for the Giants. The Sharks will be feeling quite relaxed, heading towards their 14th win in 15 games. That is a superb poster. Brilliant drawing of a shark there at the bottom.
I'm liking the headwear. She's got her own shark headband going.
Yeah, that is quite the headband.
And forget the hard hats. Check me out.
Macarena's going on as well.
Definitely a party going on down south.
I've seen a few fans too in colourful vests imitating John Yim as well. Orange sort of patterned vests. Why is he wearing a Penrith Panthers jumper?
A few of them out there. Got to get them some Sharks merch. Asprey gets us underway.
Sharks, some long passes. 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go in this contest. Asprey, happy to take his time. All the pressure's on the Giants. Down 11. Sharks, they'll look to get into the paint. Through Asprey, in and out and back in.
And the way he can get to a spot and elevate to get his shot off.
Gatling just hasn't found that same rhythm as he's had over the last 4 games. Still put up 20. Parrott Hunt. Splash from Cruz. Parrott Hunt cuts the margin to 10. Minute 44.
Third 3 of the game, up to 21.
Max will try to use up the shot clock. Asprey. McNaught doing well to get a hand in there. Gets the steal. They get to stop the Sharks. And McNaught somehow has come up with that as well. Gets it to Parrott Hunt from beyond the arc. Off the mark. Gatling's got it. Judd. Smith-Milner. Five seconds on the shot clock were remaining. I think the crowd might have psyched him out there. they put up a shot there thinking the shot clock was about to expire.
But they definitely are being the best 6-man that they can be. How about McNaught with the late effort, biting, hustling after this ball, showing us why he's been named the captain in Sam Dempster's absence. And here's another one, a cool head that this Giant squad is missing. Out with a foot injury that contributes almost 9 points a game, 7 rebounds. But it's mainly that leadership and experience.
Asprey, stolen. Giants come up with it. All the way to the rim, the denial by Tobias Cameron. The shirtless blokes love it. Take another look. Riccio to the rim. Cameron says no. And they're pumped up about it too.
On your head.
Not afraid to let those Giants players know where they stand. Great effort from that row. Shirtless blokes. There's some Happy Gilmore stuff there. Asprey. Timmins. He'll have a go from 3. Won't fall from him. Tobias Cameron. It's outside the Asprey. 17 seconds on the clock. The Giants will get another go. Timmins gets it the second attempt off the board, as we so often see.
The Sharks must be going for points differential. The Giants running their bench. The Sharks leaving their starters on the floor. Matthews thought about it, gives the extra to Nickel.
And that will do us. The Southland Sharks record their 14th win in their last 15 games, their 4th win on the trot. And they're going to leapfrog Auckland into top position on the ladder. The Tuatara with a game or two in hand. But the Southland Sharks stay in form and get the job done.
Sam Timmins was our MVP pick for tonight's game. He finished with 20 points, 21 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 blocks, and had the highest plus-minus alongside Rylan Jones, who notably had a great game as well.
Yeah, such a calming presence on the inside for the Sharks. Even put up shots and they don't quite go. You've always got a hand from Timmins there, a chance of just tipping it in. Gets the handshake from John Yim, who looks very pleased as well.
He can finally smile. It's the first time we've seen his teeth all game, it feels like. But that's the way you want your team to respond when you're getting into this playoff type run of the season. Really lock down the Giants in that third quarter, holding them to 7 points. I think that was the difference.
We'll take a look at some of the Chemist Warehouse stats there, and Sam Timmins here leading the way across scoring of both teams. 22 points. Inga was powerful with 18. Asbury had a fairly quiet but productive 17. Bruce Parrott Hunt and Gatling, the two highlights for the Giants with 21 and 20, but just needed a bit more help potentially from some of those other players. Saylor, Smith, Milner. Take a look at the rebounds. Gosh, the dominance there from Sam Timmins. 22 rebounds, 15 more than Smith Milner. Rylan Jones, one of the smallest players on the court, but still comes up with 10.
Yeah, there's a few, guards getting in on that action. McNaught, to throw another name in the hat. But how about Sam Timmins? 8 offensive rebounds. That's more rebounds than anyone on the Giants. Defense, offensive combined. So a great effort for Timmins on the glass. Rylan Jones, 9 assists. He was just short of a triple-double. 9 points, 9 assists, had 10 rebounds, 5 steals. And he really had the Sharks humming in that second half.
Just when you think the stats won't end, 4 blocks for Sam Timmins as well. Rylan Jones continuing to do what he's done all season, really. Highlight in the steals column with 5 for the game. Both ends of the court is such a threat. The Southland Sharks record their 4th win in a row with what turns out to be a convincing 83-71 win. Let's take a look at the upcoming fixtures. The Saints hosting the Rams. That's a massive contest in the context of that top 4 in Wellington tomorrow afternoon. Then the Tuatara against the Nuggets. They'll be looking to keep pace with the Sharks at the top of the ladder. That's afterwards, Sunday afternoon at Eventfinder Stadium in Auckland. The Manawatu Jets then hosting the Giants in Palmy at 6 p.m. on Monday night, and then the Giants back in action again 2 days later against the Taranaki Airs in New Plymouth on Wednesday. That'll just about do us for tonight's coverage on Sky Sport. We thank you for your company, and congratulations to the Southland Sharks, who come away 83-71 victors over the Nelson Giants. My name is Nathan Lim. Alongside me was Torfin Crystal Ledger Walker. We'll see you next time on Sky Sport.